Hi there, I hope you bear with me this morning. Today we're going to have an adult conversation, okay? Adult conversation, 18 plus. Yes! Okay, now when we talk about general men's behavior during intercourse, a lot of times women are shocked by it. I have found women who told me that their husbands out there are like cupcake. They appear very sweet outside, but in the bedroom, they are ravaging beast. In the bedroom, they are so aggressive. It's like from 0 to 100 straight. They start choking you. They start like there's this possession that comes to men when they want to have a sexual intercourse with their loved ones. Not only their loved ones, this is where the mistake happens. Not only their loved ones, but people they have just met or are dating. Yeah, and this is always the question for consent. The fact that a woman has consented to have a sexual intercourse with you doesn't necessarily mean that you can behave like that, because when we consent, a woman will consent to not pain, to not discomfort, to not taking their souls out of their body because you want to reach a certain cloud nine or orgasm. And when we talk about orgasm, we are talking about the fact that a lot of women may have given birth to like 5, 6, 7, even 12 children and have never experienced orgasm. If nature were designed that women would only conceive after orgasm, I'm telling you, a lot of men would not have had children at this point in their life. They would not, because we're talking about people being real, people having great emotions during sex, people being human, people consenting to positive feelings, people having a soul, people being able to remember, right, the experience during the sexual intercourse. And a lot of women miss that. Now if you ask women their first experiences with men, it's gonna be bad. The reviews are bad. Man, you gotta do better. And when I say better, I mean when you are having a sexual intercourse with your partner, it has to be intentional, not performative. You are not performing for the woman to know you can do it. Especially in penetrative sex. Look, a lot of women will tell you that penetrative intercourse doesn't really satisfy us like that. Why? Because the woman's body um, responds differently when it is aggressive. Any woman who has done pap smear will tell you that the experiences were not right, especially if the tool was not well lubricated. Any woman who has been penetrated by the doctor, by the gynecologist, they all have different experiences. And I want men to be more intentional during sex, that women feel every sense of emotion. It becomes so intense that it creates memory. This is more like the psychological aspect of it. And that is why when women cannot connect with what you are doing, they lose their focus of how to orgasm, because this is more of psychological than it being physical or mechanical. And the reality of intercourse for many women is that if they cannot connect psychologically, they cannot also orgasm physically. Why? This is because men don't do it the way women want it. Men are always about performative. You gotta be active. You no. Stop. You're getting it wrong. During sexual intercourse, you need to follow the pace of the woman. I'm not saying you should ignore your fantasies or the things that actually makes you orgasm. I'm talking about understanding the woman, letting her be. A lot of women will tell you that they feel so shy, they're so reserved, they are not sure about their bodies, they are not confident about it. So as a woman, as a man, if you want to win a woman, look, walk in her space, have empathy, because don't think that just penetration is the best. No, a lot of women want you to take it slow with them. A lot of women want you to talk them through it. that is why a lot of women want you to turn off the lights. Why? Because the insecurity is there. So imagine a woman battling emotionally with insecurity, and you just want to like just act like just like relieve your porn addiction activity. It's crazy. How can you connect with her? Some of you, you've had sex with a woman once and they never want to do it with you because you were not so good with it. Okay, so you need to take it step by step. Foreplay is good, arousal is good, romance is good, and that is why for gender, like for the female adults, they always want the foreplay and the romance because that is what works for us. Okay, yeah. So as I was saying, sometimes men think that, oh, um it's all about the action, it's all about, oh, showing it, performative. You're getting it wrong. I don't know how to explain and emphasize on this for you to know that most women react differently to men's aggressive behaviors. Okay, and that is why a lot of celebrities, like the male celebrities, when they go for shows and they get accused of, sexual abuse later, it's always the aggressive ones. Okay, every woman would like a calm, gentle man. You need to draw the woman inside. You need to make the woman want it, beg you, ask for it. When you do that, you can form a lasting bond with this woman. Tell me, why is it that a lot of times women who have given birth will not want to have any sexual intercourse with their husbands? Because they don't enjoy it. They don't. A lot of them do not. So, you see, we need to understand that as you talk the woman through it, you are asking, are you okay? Is there any pain? Am I inflicting any pain? Like, be gentle. You need to sexual behavior must be met with discipline and control. If you exercise discipline and control, you can have the power to now make the woman want you and want you always. Honestly, women who are happy in their marriages are because their sexual life is beautiful. When I say beautiful, it is something they would never reject. Even when they are sick, they would still want to do it. So you are asking the question, are you okay? Am I inflicting pain anywhere? Should we change positions? Like, her body is yours and you must nurture it even through sex. Her body is yours, so you must listen to the woman's body, even the nuances on her face. I don't understand how a man would be having a sexual intercourse with their partners and not observe their facial expressions. You need, if there's pain, you have to feel it, that no, I'm inflicting pain into this woman, so let's change, let's do something different. Okay, what else do you want to do? What I'm saying is that women want you to be intentional. We want you to follow our bodies through. We don't want you performing for who. This is not a drama, this is not a stage show. It's just between two of us, right? And if you listen to the woman, the more you listen to the woman, the more you make her happy. And that is why sex education needs to be rethought. It has to be taught practically in schools, in religious bodies, institutions. Like, it has to be taught. Corporate institutions need to bring in sex therapists to do this for the men. They need it. Women also need it. Like, women need to start feeling positive in their bodies. They need to start, just feeling their bodies. And there's a lot of breathing techniques that allows for orgasm. And for women, I would like to say it's more about tapping into your soul and letting go. Okay, if you're a woman and you truly want to experience orgasm, it's not about holding on, it's more about letting go. And you breathe into your abdomen. When you breathe into your abdomen, you let out. And an example of having orgasm is likened to a woman in labor. What do they ask you to do? Breathe in and you breathe out, pace out, and the baby comes, because it's allowed for the contraction, and it's more better that way than a woman just lying still and not being able to follow their breathing, right? I hope I've taught you something, and I hope men are listening. Okay, so have a good day. We'll continue this conversation later. Bye.